So I'm going to go ahead and close bottom navigation, or actually I'm going to keep it open because I need to create another page, and some of the information is similar, and I am a rather lazy typist. So the one that I'm going to be keying in is listing 2-14, and we're going to call it top navigation. So I'm basically just going to save this page under a different name. Now, if you want to key it from scratch, that's absolutely okay. But just looking at this, the first line is the same, so is the second. And it looks like pretty much everything inside the head, opening and closing head tags, is the same. The header is the same. And let's see, the nav section looks the same. So here's where it gets different. After the closing nav, I'm going to press enter. And now I'm going to key in the main tag. Now there can only be one main section in a page. And then I have section and article tags. Now these tags are kind of interchangeable. So in this particular page, we have section. And then within section, we have a couple articles. So you could kind of look at this like a newspaper, how a newspaper has sections, and then within the sections of the newspaper, there's articles. Also, you could kind of flip it around and have articles, and within a single article, you might have separate sections. Okay, so it really depends on the content of your page, how you're setting it up. Okay, so in our section, we have article. And then between the opening and closing tags, we have this is the text of my first post. Very exciting sentence here. And then after that, we have another opening and closing article, and it's almost the same as the first one. So I'm actually just going to highlight this and press Control and the letter C to copy. Control and the letter V as in Victor to paste. And then for this second article, I'm going to change first to second. So it should read, this is the text of my second post. Okay, and that completes the section. And then below the closing section, I have an aside. And this is usually for like sidebar content, but the way that we are keying this in and the fact that we don't have CSS, it is not going to display on the side. It is the CSS that actually positions these elements. Okay, so without any CSS, it's not going to show up on the side. And this is a quote from Article 1, quote from Article 2. And then we have our closing main. And then below that, at the bottom, is where we have a footer. And a footer can have navigation menu. It typically has copyright information and contact information. So we're going to say copyright, and then we're going to put in the HTML that will generate the copyright symbol, and that is ampersand. So you have to press the shift, and it's typically above the number 7. So it's ampersand copy semicolon and 2016. And that pretty much completes top navigation. So we're going to go ahead and save our changes. And then again, if you want to view this in your browser, we can come over here And I'm going to open it in a different browser. I'm going to go ahead and go into Firefox. Okay, and you can see this is the text of my first and second post. Okay, that was within section and article. And then we have the quotes. And those were designed to be in an aside. And typically an aside is positioned to the side of the content, but we do not have any CSS here. Then we have copyright, and this copyright symbol is being generated by the ampersand copy semicolon. And once you've looked at this, if it looks correct, you can go ahead and close it. If there is a problem, you are going to want to come back and fix it and save your changes.